We got a song.
Actually, guys, didn't time. Like always, BlaQ is always drinking something. That's why I think to choose BlaQ label. Which one is that? Dry lemon. Okay. We're back again. New week, new podcast.
I meet you in the corner.
I'm doing my intro.
We are black eyes.
Let me do my intro.
Hey, their intro.
Like I was saying, new week, new podcast, and in the middle, as always, the Irish. Let me do my intro, Brian. Like I was saying, we are 4 in this room, and what did Sundowns do this week? Or not? You see, I was doing my right intro. And as I said from the beginning, like she's always drinking BlaQ on my far right. And I'm Khutšo Matlamela behind the camera with the Esera Bima with the Springboks. The one and only deep castre, Irish de la Face.
Enrique.
So didn't say me just like grand.
Like a shop.
Khale street.
Hey, I felt the thing of damn egg about
always can a fruit 7 on.
Hey, I want to understand are you on? Because for the before people like they are on, Irish was the one or on. I won. So I'm like checking where are we still on? And then if we're on, and also because of when sometimes the Oba is available. To check if we today are available now. Even Irish are going to be available today. Even because one of us is missing, it doesn't mean that I shoot. So talking about shooting, did you hear about this other guy who was shot in Cape Town? Mark Liefman. I don't know if you heard about it. He's a white guy, I guess. So his front is that he's a businessman, a successful businessman. But then back door, he's in some mafia shit.
In some cartel shit.
Yeah, in some cartel shit. So he was shot last week.
Assassination.
Yeah,
because it's big assassination.
So my thing is, how come in the world, not just in South Africa, white criminals are not given that much attention? Why?
Because they have power. Do you know white privilege? They always have starter.
But it's fucked up at the same time. So the black ones say,
you're always questioned on where do you
exactly.
If you're rich, where do you get your money?
Exactly. Ibalamo BlaQ, what the guy just gave us.
Cape Town businessman Mark Liefman has been shot dead in a suspect hit in George. It's believed he was shot leaving Garden Route Mall. Liefman was a controversial figure in the Cape Town security and underworld scene. He looks like a mafia.
You are racist, damn.
He's not legit. Legitimate.
Maradi looks can be deceiving.
And when
he looks like a businessman.
He looks like
he can
do both.
His face speaks a lot.
And also he's in security, which means he has access to guns and people.
And plants.
And plants, yeah, right. I wonder if they are in the
and more
underground
information.
Yeah. Imagine if he was one of them. What if these white guys, these white criminals, they are the actual rich guys in the underworld, and then we are the black criminals or Mazimba as front, which is also fucked up too.
Or like we
are still oppressed in this, even in the criminal world. Black people are still oppressed.
We are oppressed like in every way.
And this thing, it goes beyond how you can imagine it. Even in politics, this thing. Like, the president, did you know, of course, as the president, as the leader of every single thing, you cannot make decisions just because you have the power. you have to go watch your advice to other people.
Go through channels.
Exactly. Mara, some president, because I can mention a specific president.
Oh, you know, Muchawa.
No, I'm that what I'm about to say could get me in trouble. So I can.
Oh, today you are careful.
Some president.
Yeah, now be careful today.
Some presidents, they actually get orders from like some order from some European kingdom, royalty. So those orders from European royalties, and then they do those decisions. Then my point to go, those European royalties are white people. And then we have black people as the front while they make all the decisions.
Also, so Renakir never make sure we carry out whatever.
We take the fall. If it doesn't work, the black people.
It's like slavery. It's fair.
Slavery.
As long as say
So do you think Putin Lena he has people that he takes orders from, or he is the order?
There's a higher power. You don't need away.
Now I would say Putin is the order.
He's the order. Let's say he's the order. There's a manager. Let's say there's a CEO. There's a COO. There's a Lena. He's some type of order. But only order
Yeah. What's about like leadership? Like in a dictatorship. Like dictatorship or consult more.
You just make a decision.
Where does he take some skills from?
He's been the president of Russia for 20 years.
Man.
20 years I got politics.
Okay, let's say maybe there's the underground high power. You
know what I would...
Like they train him to become like shaper into they couldn't become.
You know what?
But not necessarily from Bona.
You know what I would say about
that?
Now I can say the Russians, like people from Russia, but Russia.
They are raised.
That's not what I'm saying. Russians isn't like if you have a Russia, you're a Russian person. You are the ground. You are the Kernama South Africa. President has to do something about it. So I would say even Putin, the people agree, another people again about me in power. So at the same time, he has to hear from them. It's not that specific person has much bigger power than Putin. Like the community, the Russian community, that's the government from majority. We're not happy with this. Can you please fix this and that? And then you're not. That's why next time select the next president.
Oh, because
exactly. That's how I can say about
it. To be honest, I'm misinformed or well informed guys. Leadership Putin.
Because they are populated, but there's actually...
like
100% informed. Okay.
Even have you noticed?
I see the look on you. I see the look on your face like you're actually terrified. Putin. The name.
Whose was I think really Rayapa last week.
And always say Rayapa. Like I risk
to which extent.
And
then I can information convinced to because self-education sometimes second hand education.
Because second hand
word of mouth.
Wherever I understand and then I hand over. That's why nivelo sa nyako re feel in because do feel o ka re yo ba ka re ke second hand.
Wa kwisha and lona le nna ka no khumana like ke khumana information about o ngwe ke wrong o ngwe ke right so e ka re ka ya pa like the points tse di right ba fetsa ka ya pa le tse wrong e ka no dia tshela tse di right so e ba o ka re ka mka di wrong
ne ke bua mo ke re mara o rile
wa kwisha
And in South Africa we have dictators. Let's
o rama
taxi drivers.
Shwatsa ba so ka baka yo ka bore ya ba so we gane.
Imagine if imagine na bjale ke toliti ya kwa ke. Imagine if nke boloro re thakanele one of the worst ones. Anano ka re ke to ranka so.
Ish le nna ke ntrebe ke inana so ke re yo avanza plus.
Vetu mo.
We are going to be doomed. You do valor mo ke mahaeng and dilwadi that hectic. But you remember last year what happened? What two di taxi drivers two di yo.
When I woke up that in the evening in the morning 5 a.m. when I woke up it's in Facebook what's going on the very same time I woke up I check out delaying finding out or no they didn't even touch it.
Because even if they do say now, they were so wild.
And the sad part, they were just getting in
I know saying a good
Nana fella. So every video I think it Pretoria or Joburg. So this guy he was in front. I want to take taxi patrol something of that nature. So that guy by in front of a car. And then he comes in front of me. Kore anyoko make sure but wali chia alisa taxi. Na ka sonol na meja in anyway.
Let never jack sweet.
Exactly. Alna choice or lidia. That's why get change some way.
Hey, they are. Kabakalor Lily the Akitebe Kiki Vichain. It was on the news. Baba Funichi, one of the associates, the taxi driver. And then Ari. Oh, this guy, I mean, we see this question, what if it's my family members? And if you have to come up to us, ask for permission, and also prove that they are your family members. And you will pick up, otherwise, but otherwise,
why?
Isn't that illegal? We don't care. This is there's a video can we check out.
So no, so if you pick up our nugget and then Rababucha Makara reajola. If you are reprove what you reading.
Kasina mail, Kiasala. If you are for stack, sure, but look about Jerry Key about terrorizing.
Buffett about fine 2.5 for what?
Yeah, not about Jerry Key, but you Yakari, Yakan.
Lona family or prove again.
Exactly.
A person not like a simply pass.
Our little Valanchari pass.
You know what's going on with the taxi industry, the reason why we act so. There are too many and they don't even make money. I wanna. No, so if we're now at Zena, what's another line come on, we want a number, however, number the room or you another. One of my in a day or look the tree. Exactly, and don't forget, take your like a scholar. Insurance if you will la punch or something will replace. So I think they're just trying to make you way out the azar.
Bolt system, monely
bolt on a bakawat.
That's why Umwebari idea do melody bolt.
Although one of something taxi drivers no so ka mo botokwa rena taxi tsa local like if you locally awona taxi e ka njang di shop nyang ke sa states ai marna if I come up with a plan or from complex to states ke 5 rand bolwa le nna bore ke ba jala the customer
well let's say u jaile or from global to kwamisima wabona ba re ke se
marobana bana that system
system ya bona ke anela ya khala ya hore o namela kae o folwa kae ke bokae chain
and e work against bona
a lot bothata ke gore sa ne ba galabe ka kwena
true
e se no re ba galabe ka moka they have the same mentality ba bangwe ba ka ra part of panel ba part of the association so ba ka se kgone o bring those ideas forward. Sometimes you know that they are undermined. If ever, what's not requiring kina baswala kaile. Okra utirawa lena manaka kabala balerina. What's even mara. So uno keep quiet when no dia sponsor.
Cause lona at some extent ke work ethic ya ba palela to some extent the culture ya ona ba influencer so.
But at the same time, ever feta, the banyokore image masatra bona. Ani belenna kinyoko namela avance te kinyoko namela avance ni. Na baskadia masatra bona masatra ka ore. It's when ke skana mela ku kinya ka kinamela bona just because they don't make enough money, just because they're mahain. It's because of their system. Ani bele auna tricks ya ke ya sprints. Lona skhala ba idile lona ya khona re maybe baswana mate ba ba felletse ba ra wa fulwane ka re a sikonya because e satale ka sto
mara ke kwa magato ore ga ibla magato ke
ya magato ya sikonye le ya mapos
ska ke na ona taxi you can stand there the whole 2 hours without a taxi
so eba ka di etela tsa ore like you don't know shuma tsena ka mara motse le shumo ba like ba iteka a new work ethic also ba bitele maybe the passengers ba die part of panel but all re botse di needs tsa rena ke ene bile we shine maybe those passengers ba the ideas from the people and then ba thusenele the association I think
bato bereka bona wa ba sa le ba khodu ba gane wa ba se le batho ba di bus
ba khodu ba sitse motho ba takanako aba
Mara lona is not like baswa sprints ke gale ba salle ke gale ba lla
since the beginning of age ya di 6 asanko abale di 6 sprints ya hana
imagine and sprints ke se solo
yo mon nana o ya kwa go filter ba ya mothumo mono ya ka ena na
gore ba le ba dula kwa site ne la ke ba hapeletse gore ba namele tsa ya tropone
no
patla ya nela ya local wa floor
and some so mara well taxi driver wala no re le ne ke na meditela nkhabata because ke di 10 rand ene nna ke ya kwa ke 45 salane ka se kholo le na metse
and le bona metsa o dula fase ha o dule
tlera na melo mo di tifase le ka mero le
and full price ya local
kama o dula sitting
and kama you fitisa le gaufila no fula skontirini o sa yo tsena ka ra motse
well I can just request an Uber car Khutšo o fele setse mo ke to fa 50 rand or whatever mara ba hana ke dia tšu wela ka se mfitise
and o tsebe lore dilo mo ha dia develop orore kwa maphosa o ya kuwa metsele meswa ba okay sharp bana meleka e batho ka ene error bona they don't cater for badudi ka moka ba moni
wona ne mo di taxi o fulwa ka ana kwa khona
nna ke lucky ka ke lucky ka ore e feta o bona kwa thabeng
ke gaufila
ke main road wa thawe N1 o bona thawe tropone
o tsenela so ka thabanyanela
so if it's a global area ya khona gwadu era re tshwere ba skonye ba sprints ba fulwa mo tseleng skonye le boa magato maphosa and if we are maphosa kwa harinyane ra o try le yona wa bona re like ke lo tsedingwe ke bantu education system
and if you dule maphosa la kwa yo pholosa mo ona le another like 15 to 20 minutes walk
let's say fulwa mtala o thera ro fita haina koma ne go tshone le merwalo
mara they don't want to create a system where the taxis are local like in the locals la tsana ka ra motse in every single street
and it's not like a social taxi
exact taxi je dinchula bona tete
people di paki
bona taxi ke dinchimon
yo
taxi ke dinchimon ai
and still lona mara le ba di Uber re ba di abanza ba o ke zamela ore if ever you go somewhere na personally phone le ke te go pick up I be femo bona le bona ba femo rena let's say ke skonya ka mkhano motho complex o nlatella ka highest rate se je for 15 rand or 30 rand
moya paka wa paka wa Uber or paka wa taxi
ka Uber or wa Avanza wa re me o diela favor kere aka setle a renyaka tshelo tso re fa number tsa if ever we have errands to run or whatever ra motshwara so
or a fair and then also or
are fair mo wena let's say dula magatwa ke kwa fast and then wa tantse abankisa hae senje ke mo fete rentana or senje ke mo fe 50 rent 50 rent bon still I fair le ena tlo thoma hore ke 150 lo ne ka sebe fe
re ya tura
I tura mara I tura because it's personal.
I think I understand. Imagine so I get or I wanna buy turisa. Taxi 8 15 rand 15 times 16 give a
220
whatever the amount again.
Or 205.
So when they are charging kakolo ya botse. Okay, sure this and if it exceeds 225 or however much it is making, le they also want to make kurezaga ya utsebale abanya kudia nana 15 rand ino wa tsora motho
ke nana re abadi ba lebeletse or 60 dia bukae ke tseletsa re ke koloi etse itle mo wena special
exactly
tshantse cost some
and o tsore mo tsia hae o fulwa KFC
o yemela
ai wena
letwa ke re e faibile e fail
What they must earn more. They must earn more.
Taxi lo yana akere there are rules ja o charge ba ke seno thomba taxi ke 40 rand. Though by deserve maybe ba we deserve.
Ngado tseya ndakara by deserve.
So yeah man it's
and I was watching something on Twitter again. Kupala we check Pretoria High School what again? Pretoria High School of Girls, something like that again. So what's happening is other white teachers again. They no longer greet their black colleagues. They can't tell if this teacher is a cleaner or is an actual teacher now. This person is a cleaner or is an actual teacher now. So practically, the cleaner. That's what they are saying. And also, it's fucked up. What do you mean, or you cannot tell the difference between a cleaner?
What's happening? What's happening now? What's happening? What do you like now? So that's allowed to medicine, but about cleaner, my security, and all those.
Okay, my security, the cleaner, maintenance guys, baba so no ba gritana. Only background story.
Yes. Yeah.
You are our news lady.
Okay. The principal of Pretoria High School for Girls have been found guilty of misconduct. An investigation by the Gauteng Education Department found that Philippa Erasmus failed with her obligations under the country standard for principalship. This after she mishandled racism complaints from black pupils and wasn't transparent in her process of dealing with such misdemeanors. And the report released today follows leaked WhatsApp messages in July, which sparkled outrage countrywide.
Do you have more?
No, we feel late. Mara, none to I gave Makade that much because it was like visible. And even I think it was even worse than this one. At least Baba Yagu to me this. Moe make it why make it do like maybe 60% or a 40% Maburu, 50%. I mean 60% Masoto. So our principal was
40% white, 60% black. That's what she was saying.
40-60.
Yeah.
So our principal was Mr. Parent.
White man.
No, Burkans.
White man.
Burkans. He was Afrikaner. So We had also teachers ba maburu, right? So ka staff une boina le staff ba teacher restaurant whereby ba hospitality ba hostela the practicals tsa bone and whatever ka kwane. So my teacher re ka kwa e be ba ka se dule sone khona ye we ke di white ke di burus and kwa ke ba ka se dule ka mo ke bile ba ka kwa be ba sa ya pisana and nahana rena bana ba school we pass ka like this sliding door would see that every day. And also what was touching to me ne gore let's say ngwana school o thokofetse ne ba bona they don't attend the memorial services even abantshi di condolences
emanya ba re bomane
those
white guys
those maburu kamo kama teacher le principal nana principal is still memorial services.
So what about if a white learner dies?
There were no whites. There was none of the traumas go clear motribula after living.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because even next year it was a private academy. So
what about you as students? Have you ever experienced racism from white teachers?
Every time and a lot. If ever we
what about you personally?
I remember this one time. Mrs. Pond. Frau Pond. So Pond.
Frau Pond.
Frau Pond.
Yeah.
So this other time, right?
I nearly made a big joke.
Miss Frau Pond.
Come few meds, guys. It's not easy. So we feel na few meds. So we feel homework ya meds. I care what like zama. Yampalela mara. Ke ngwadile o bontsha lori. Let's say if ke paletse go fitla answer ke ngwadile half. Like I want to molori na ke ngwa. And then tomorrow morning I ka homework ya e ke bula ke mofa. We didn't even bother to write. I slept like in the ear and I was trying to figure this shit out. And then I was so fucking hurt.
What did she do? Or what did she say?
Because she said to my face, or you didn't bother to even write. You're not serious about life and him and so yeah, they didn't attend the memorial service.
To put more a teacher calls Eliana the K word or the N word.
Nah, they wouldn't dare. They wouldn't fucking dare.
A teacher.
We had this teacher in grade 9 for EMS, like Pistorius.
Did he have legs?
So, in grade 9, Naruto EMS, right? So, she was, all I know, she was a marshmallow, like she was super sweet. So, there was this guy, Barki Janki, when Khalatupa Memula up until Allah. So, there was about Unyoko, so, like, Lena, I'm guilty. I felt that someone plus EMS was had already generally. CRJ. So, I felt like I'm going to someone a lojai. I refilled tester no walancha. Musavila, but every time I did 10%, 35%. Like, I don't know la pelitari. When I
got mysterious shooting.
So, it was like that,
Damn. Marwan some said while you were saying she was a
kids but like sometimes they get some shade. Most we tend to entertain whatever.
And being honest, when I
go settle mara ka tlase no ditse nna ke hare ke roa meme you're going to do it anyway. Because even when you go khatha nna your peer. Some of the things did so
influence what about
and away when up until school was fita high we were like embarrassed like cringe fuck why can't I memes or why was I doing this and that
obviously
so guys maburu lim basus will never get along unless you was all about le genuine love what you say lore Basotho also are also people.
Will there ever be a world where there's no racism?
Khopela ya something to answer that question.
Which one?
Yeah, no.
Ah.
Mara for rena ka mo South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Botse ke 1994 akere. Tjatsi ka 1994 apartheid aya stopa.
You're not wrong.
It did come
aya
to an end.
stopa. Ene le ke tore le di Afrikaners tsebe di pusha aba stopa. Ino ba re ba phodile.
Right.
Wa ukisha.
Do you know Kama South Africa there's a town where
Orania.
they have bane ana ke uniform or kini
No matter
bane le flag ya bona bane le their own anthem.
Okay, so
ya di Afrikaners. Why supporter?
And I'm not supporting it. I actually
Why
respect
ka re o
them.
mkuka
Cause ke nyokore now based on ke tole leader ya kwa ke e apa ore like basis ya bona kini yele ke to wena ore why support
I didn't say I support it. I respect it.
ke butisitse
to respect it.
wena
Why?
yeah butisi
Oh,
Why?
when you kumbusa the same question.
araba ke to butisa
Oh, sharp. Because imagine like if you are so level as Orania now, level as black people. Like, how are we as black people right now? Imagine if you give a Ratagan as black people, like Ratagan Chazak, and then Ratagan Chazak, we build our own communities. We no longer depend on the government because those guys don't depend on the government. So when we build our own communities, it means that we are going to succeed because of those guys again. Now they do their own farming, which means they eat the food that they farm. Everything that they do it for themselves, and then by the end, everything they do for themselves, they do it for themselves. Again. Now imagine if in Kebere, now we have the numbers as black people. Again. And then we actually build a community of black people where we come together and do everything together for us black people. That's why I respect the idea that they did. Not that I support what they are doing. I respect
Or you
it.
respect them
the
uniting.
unity. That's what I respect. Not the idea when they are going to separate from black people. If we are
And
there,
see us as kafirs.
not really. If we are there, the only thing you have to speak Afrikaans. And of course, which means black people, they can speak, not every black person can speak Afrikaans. Only who can speak Afrikaans, white people.
Castire khopela o check the requirements tja batho ba dula Orania o dia because ke toka re wena are well informed or botse nna le Castire be re sheditse podcast ya origination ya Orania. So to some extent they can have information e re ke ya pele or botse die e be like a ke re apartheid ya fela ya nambile e apartheid fela a ke re already ne re setse really segregated.
Yes.
So bona ba bona re ba vaya ke ba ye in a certain place bo diane bo reka land yela biale e ba reka land yela constitution I allow ore o ka se re o le African war o nyoko ba separate.
That's right.
Wa so when they formed a company yelo rene allow ore ba employed Afrikaners only so that way bo khona o dula kwa.
Okay.
Ko re dia company ya batho ba batho mo re re o bereka batho ba batho na bile ra fetsa ra re no batho ba le re ba dite black ya o dula. Yeah. Danko. Ke khotile wena. Oh shit. The requirements ja o dula Orania re ke ba to live in Orania ke re bala mo botse.
To live in Orania, South Africa, you must meet the following requirements. Be a white Afrikaner, white. I want to if we now have breed white Afrikaner, be a Calvinist Christian. What's a Calvinist Christian?
Share ke religion ya bona the Afrikaners.
Okay. Have a clean.
Assuming
have a clean criminal record,
Okay.
be fluent in Afrikaans, soos ek.
Masipila no go since you asipila.
Share the community's values and goals, apply and be accepted.
Okay.
And then Barry, Orania has its own community rules which are listed on the town's welcome sign. The rules include no crime will be tolerated. You are entering private property. What about private property?
Ke tabele be ke apa ke re ba rekile land yela.
Ke bona mo wena. The right of admission to these premises are reserved.
Okay.
Orania is self-sufficient and has its own currency, radio station, sewage works. It also has a transitional representative council, but receives no national funding.
Okay, sure.
Around government already.
Yeah, khopela re menana,
Yeah.
khopela re.
More-
Like why to sorry
We have
if ba biana khane.
To see
If our Orania possibly e ka ba state sa yona.
possibly yes.
Sa yona e tli.
Or but it can. Even
It
if
can,
possibly.
it can.
Or maybe it's
we
it's
can
still
say it
seven or
is
more.
sensible.
We
Because they have their own currency. We can say it is.
Bele botse ape e ba hore in some way bona agere o bone no ba formule ke tore ba formule
Afri-Forum.
okay,
well,
some sort of political party.
Yeah, something of that nature.
If it happens or a political party even in ruling, even the ruling party, there are more chances or there will be a sort of segregation.
Apartheid is going to basically come back to, in simple terms, I suppose.
Wa kushor mara like Orania is a root base ya
Apartheid. Okay.
why bona
Okay,
point
one
ya
and again to see.
ke point ya ka.
And Lona, imagine this. If in Kewi believe us Swabari Rina Rikinyaka Moon. Iba to do me.
I want to believe bona ba justify lo re ne ba tshwa Orania ba ile ba re lebella ne ba tshwa le ba kwa KwaZulu Natal lo re ba phela bjana na bile justification ya ona ya ba lo re kwa it's some sort of kingdomship
Yeah.
compared to kwa bona like they are creating a state asibile ja o tshwana
Because Nahana, their own radio station, their own currency, their own.
ane bele ba rekile di backup or ba ska rely on our grid. Like yo ba bona kwa.
Can I say
And
something?
like
the difference ya there na KwaZulu Natal ya Orania Kuri. KwaZulu Natal ba discriminate according to
Anyone.
color. Yes, it
Thank you.
according to
Yeah,
color.
to see
Some will say it's illegal to
Discriminate against
I understand it. Now, can I say something? All the points that she has read, with all those points, now imagine Rena with the numbers that we have as black people in South Africa. No, so segregation is still a thing. We cannot deny it.
Yeah.
Of course, we won't segregate if you're not racist. Sure. Now, let's say point you have to be fluent in African.
And you have to be white African.
I'm not talking. I really point you have to be fluent in African.
Awa ape ya pele ka you have to be white.
You were not going to
Ape o yapa no ba African is too
yapa in this point. You are fluent in white Africans. Africans. Now learn already our own police as black people. You must be fluent in Nguni language. Language is Pedi, Tsonga, Venda. And then recamle up together. And what as black people, how is our relationship with ESCOM right now as you speak?
poor.
Now we create our own grid as black people. Don't forget that we came together. And then in that community, if we create our own grid, it means the ESCOM because we created our own grid. Even though it won't be simple, not so it will be simple. But if we come with numbers, it can happen. Before we say
Using
using those points that she was reading again. ke nyaka o lebella hore le rena ka ruwa ke that's why ke respect it because it will
o so make a point ya mathomo
gopolo belle to those
point ya mathomo gore you must be a white African
sharp on of chart because of segregation is still a thing in South Africa it will not end again rena
badiela never you must be a white African ba tsba lore ba bangwe time tsa rena ke mabu wa bona nkano ba ke hotse in a Burkan's household, but the fact that maybe I'm colored or I'm like this, I'm back.
I'm not touched. You are not
understand? Or maybe Maburu, you are fluent in Afrikaans. And about state they want Afrikaner people. Or when all feet about family, let's say when I join them.
Be a white African. As I was saying, segregation is still a thing in South Africa. Now we can hold our own standard, be a black South African.
But that is not allowed.
I'm not tired. Fuck that and not being allowed. I'm not tired. Be a black South African. Sharp. If you're a black South African, you can only be in this. If you're a creative community, that we create just Mara, we create our own ESCOM, for example. We create our own electrical grid provider.
And as those
serious?
Hey.
Oh. You provide every single one person every single black South African who is part of the thing is going to get electricity from this grid of ours. Okay. Sharp. Another point, Orania. Be a Calvinist, a Christian. Okay. As black South Africans, we have different religions. Okay. So you must.
Before Tara point you work. Ariya Mumara. I can do tell sorry our own electricity that way. So what's our biggest disadvantage currently? We were colonized long time ago.
Okay.
We were disadvantaged for us to tap back, like we'll never catch up. Or in Irish.
I agree.
We will never. That's why from 1990, like you were explaining already, whenever I do to Abari, na we want. One understand.
That one
from there, Basotl whenever or black people bare Renala so because we are favored because they were disadvantaged from Khale. And Bali, they always had a white or Afrikaner privilege.
Whatever thing that they had, I get. Sharp. Now continue with our adding on to your point.
Yes.
These guys they have no fund from government, which means with everything that they do, it comes from their own pockets. Right now we beat them in numbers. No, so 50 rand, simple 50 rand. By times let's say black people in South Africa are 30 million. By times 30 million, 3 times 5 15, which means you're about close to 1.5 billion or 150 million, something like that. I could be wrong. So imagine taking all that money and do all the things that they are doing at Orania. I guess a favor as black people if we come together, rather explain the government outside, and then Rabaya land we use it for farming. Like they are doing, they farm their own crops and then they sell those crops. So buying that land, it means we are going to farm our own crops. Don't forget the government side. When we farm our own crops, we are going to sell those crops.
At this point, I really still are funding anything. But do you think we are black people? Government is based on. I can say if I'm right now. It's based on us.
Sure, it's based people. On us. Now
it's
imagine
to ground us.
Now imagine, up in no say doesn't mean we don't have a freedom to unite as people.
We don't have it. And we'll try.
It is illegal.
How can it be illegal to unite? We are just uniting.
It is illegal to say more.
That's not what I said.
But white people can. Rena, for us.
That's not what I'm saying. Listen to
Khane Orania bar no black people.
Aha, now you wiki to no, that's not what I'm saying.
That is not allowed.
Listen, no kere.
Why Wadumela?
You okay to my listen, no, so as black people, whether we do like Cape Town, we do like wherever, it's fine. Mara, we form this community as black people and create all of these things again. Whether and then rebellion, whether you are from Cape Town, you are still going to benefit from the crops that we are farming in that land. Whether you are from Cape Town, Northern Cape, it doesn't matter where you are. You're still going to benefit from that. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say we're going to create a segregated community or what. We just come together, raise the funds, and then start to building all of these things.
But do you think the government would let us?
It doesn't matter what the government does because already we have raised the money to do whatever we want.
Orania idile wa hula company.
As long as we have the money. Did you know And did you also know?
But do you think ever can find out or what's going on and black people are behind? Do you think ever can stop?
Boy, stop abian. Do you know how they're going to stop us?
Land here like a company.
Now I'm just saying this. Let's talk about paranoia. Yaori like remember someone return of plari oppressed.
But
like but no plava oppressed the right there now whether mola what you but only go hatela our rights and
Mara, that's why you tell me you cannot stop us from uniting. It doesn't matter what you do. You can never stop people. And what you know so nalwena, I reach a stop or I stop or rejoin. That's impossible. Doesn't matter how if you want to do something, we can do it. That's why these guys have respect. If we come together and do this, the government will feel the pressure. And then Bonyaga will part of it. But then of course we're not going to allow them. That's what I'm saying. Or let's do if we do what Orania is doing, we're going to be bigger and better than them because now we have the numbers. There are more black people than any other race in South Africa. That's what I'm saying.
In simple terms, what we are saying, what we are saying, if we do what Orania is doing, we'll be much better off.
We'll be much better off because they are much better off and they have no government that is putting the money. And one thing for sure, they are funded by billionaires or whatsoever.
Okay.
Even Lerena as black people, we are still going to get funded by some Pan-African from somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Don't
you think we like Khalesela
but then because of you are not united, that's
the problem. The time
many black people were majority of black people were poor or apartheid education.
That's why we were colonized education. Instead of or develop.
So government ready to benefit rich people that.
Yes.
No, so poor South Africans. Our grant. And the bonnet give simple money, 50 rand a fell, only 50 rand.
Exactly. As long as it's all
that's why balanced. But there are means but I guess our normal fashion of playing good. But it's a play everything is balanced.
There's always one.
So in jail.
If rich.
If you're talking about crime again, now we're back to the point again. Well,
crime free, no crime.
Crime free. who are the most people who commit a crime in South Africa right now?
Black people.
Now imagine if we lived in a state where no black person, these rules apply as black people. Probably country, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yo causa tribalism, Mara.
You are right, because of the different.
Mavenda bonyo kuba kwa mazulu bonyo kuba kwa mapedi bonyo kuba
Wangu
kwa
shabari yeche introverse by image kama rare na ore hey mazulu abian na
at the same time again. Don't forget to we are not going to come together like Orania. Mazulu atono dula daibe. Mavenda dula anamolimvo. Mara you're still going to get the benefits of what we have created, whether or die or kai. So, secret American tribalism Mara, you are still going to benefit the benefits of what we are doing right now.
Okay, let's say for example, ikam khanoe apano mazulu ba kai rnara ba kai. Let's say iraure ikasebelo re mazulu atlo spanela Limpopo. What if banele expertise we need?
Like I said, it makes sense. Like I said, we buy land, and then after buying land, I'm not saying we're land in Limpopo, South Africa is too much.
Point together as so that I'll be tribalism.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I understand.
I can relate because like you were saying, I can mazulato no bakai. Whether we are recollend care bakai, more land, Kirna fella are alawe Mutobomo. Mazu, let's
I'm saying, if you are part of the thing, you are going to
as
benefit.
Long as you are part
you
of
are going
the
to benefit from what
as long as you
doing.
can unite, whether
what are we like? No, so let's say more in Limpopo we are farming tomatoes again. In Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal, they don't farm tomatoes again. So no, so if we are part of that thing, tomatoes, it means we can transport those tomatoes to KwaZulu-Natal, and everyone who's part of it is going to benefit. If we die, they are farming sugar. Then we are going to get that sugar here. And one of the is going to go as far as we create our own spaza shops. And also if we farm our own things, it means that they're going to be cheap. Which means we are eradicating them rubber in some way.
Unfortunately, our level the bad points. The good points of
Of course, there are going to be bad points. Okay, bad points we are still going to need petrol. We are still going to need so many things. We are still going to as long as we have the money. I think those bad points are going to be the bad points job also, and then the good job at that.
Question. Agere Orania iseji ipili with so many years. Agere let's say Ratoma of certain groups just like Orania. Agere already the Afrikaners are an upper hand. Let's say petrol electric one. What happens now?
As long as we have the money, as long as we have numbers as black people, and then we have the money, it means almost anything it can be done.
If you want to have a register,
who are selling the thing. Don't forget they get it from somewhere.
They can, by supplier.
Let's say relief the conditions supply mara based on their demands or we invade you what or we want shares of what refining or part of us we like they make demands because they have the power
and whatever yo yo in a way every group yo nyokova the highest group in power which is going to resort to what?
Segregation.
And what?
I can see
and
what.
war.
And war,
And
eh.
war, it doesn't really matter.
Before
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter because of more levelage as South Africans. I get black, white, Indian. As long as you are South African, I get. Now my point, Yauri, Bob numbers man. That's what I'm saying. Up as long as you have numbers.
We are capable. We have the numbers. Yes, please. We have the numbers. And in some way, we also have the land.
In some way, are you saying in some way we also have the land?
Because in some way.
In some way we can say.
Because vendor, it's a regular vendor. KwaZulu Natal, it's a regular Mazulu. Mobuto wa ke mapedi fela wa wisha excuse my train of thoughts
bato kwa Mazulu ba Tswiriland Mavuru Ntwawo
re tshwere all the factors children di ka re ya pele
okay
mara theoretically speaking, it's easier said than done.
Of course, and it's not even easier said than done. It will never be done in simple terms.
Because of the people in power. Besides
because of Renarna you need. That's it.
That's it. Takara apartheid slavery. Some Mandela retisetsa freedom. Mosola wa butelo re at least ba phediseng so ke lefa so. Our actual freedom for this treatment alone.
This white people like probably the big companies and all like who do they make money from? Their most money come from who?
I would say black people.
That's it.
Hey, it doesn't. Okay, sharp.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I don't know if we come united. It means sorry.
Aha. We said that we united because we're colonized.
This is a hypothesis.
As much as it took maybe plus 100 years. Like that situation. It don't know another
100 years.
Rebecca a
different
place.
It's
fine.
Oh, you a rapper. Oh, what Boneface. I got to worry his music. Congratulations to his music for buying me.
Before Smeezy on the beat.
Yeah, shout out Smeezy.
We are so proud of you, man.
She's a superstar.
She's a fucking superstar.
Smeezy, yeah, right. When this other track, yeah, and I live charisma. Who dropped it 3 months or 4 months ago?
Khutšo refrain. I get out of my whole value. Or there is no Zulu without Smeezy.
He said it now.
I did say it.
No.
I see. I come home.
They make a
they complement each other.
But they make a fire
collaboration.
Compliment. Yeah, they make a fire. Smeezy alone is a firecracker. And then Zoli is a star on her own.
People like guys want me to agree with you and which I I'm not saying yes if I'm not saying no.
Okay, Zoli or star without Smeezy or star without Zoli.
Okay, sure.
And together le bomb.
Yeah, the Masipa.
The blind. But then I was saying already she dropped a song le charisma. It is close to a million streams. I mean, is a superstar. You know what's sad about these guys? I hope they actually registered with Samro, Sampra, and all the other things.
Guys, if you live, we live on. Hopefully, making sure management will now right.
Very true.
When deemed just proper management.
Do you think
Wendy has fucking proper management? Bruh. They don't make a mistake. Hey, they don't.
Hopefully, check him over something. So, Zoli, now this is training of thought. Maribekinoga Paka Windy up to do you think I want to know? Oh, a blind.
People love, like it's a classic Le Compo song. Hey, now I love them.
Do you think when did there come a point where she's going to be a Makadzi?
No.
Will there ever be a point where Wendy's up there?
In which sense could we point where she'll be up there?
Because once we are so Wendy must accomplish everything
Makadzi has.
I believe never get savvy in that sense.
Oh, there are like,
let me finish my point first.
Okay.
There was a time Makadzi was complaining like a label. Hey, what contract this, contract.
What's management?
Management, that's what she was complaining of. That's why I'm saying the way they're treating her so good. We all know how the industry is. They're trying to make money out of her. That's just
honestly.
Get the blame through. So do you think there'll come a point Molon is going to complain or hey, the music own and this and that?
It's always a possibility.
But we hope it doesn't get to. We hope they're genuine and we hope they communicate.
Yeah.
They are transparent about everything. Because, hey, sometimes you can focus on blowing up while we're too excited to take care of the little details that could end up.
And it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Nana, Shebeka Mkhano, did you know Adia Samro and all the other things?
Like Anna management.
I know. I can kill folk.
As an artist,
you don't advise him to.
Anyone.
What said to I took a on radio. But if there's a chance of on radio, it means someone you don't Sheba is benefiting from Sheba's music.
Yeah.
But some repertoire like anyone.
Isn't that much.
Wait,
the bigger your song is because what a babe so do my in that track Wololo or she made over 500,000
you have to be like I'm hockey man. You have to be big or rude big.
Are you saying the Sheba is not that big to make 500,000 on ambulance?
I can run a raya for radio again.
But someone could have made that.
We are below lady like the song stage on one platform. Adia Charaki.
That's
so
sad.
1 million
This guy, you know,
he makes money get the gigs.
The value of your music.
Oh, that really to Saga, you like a life insurance.
The
day you leave us, you know you're going to get Saga streams.
Argument or it's very important although it seems like it doesn't matter now. It's gonna matter.
Was fighting so hard.
Trying to be careful. Cannot I matter like a kosha yetri or no credit bookings. All your only can Makadzi Koshela is a generated. Trying to be careful.
That's why when if artist blow up. Don't let excitement get to you. Do that fast with the right people. Get educated with the financial part, your music and how things actually work. Kara music industry or entertainment.
Is charisma independent?
I wouldn't know.
Nah, I don't know.
Because I think there was a time I have a open mic. I wonder if the deal is still on.
Open mic, is a label.
Emon. Hey,
Era rudia something.
Kira kulebule makazi ba complain naga yona.
See, one by one they're gonna complain.
Obviously,
Unless they're fine with the peanuts and being mistreated because they're afraid to voice out. Banana karifuwa about the
It's just that I don't blame record labels, man. Imagine also I'm signing the Irish again and I give you an upfront of 2 million. How am I going to make that money if I'm not going to make that money from you? So record labels, they actually do something.
And they baba Twitter
and to be honest, if you overrecord the record label, o tshwanetse o tsebe hore I kgone hore create more than 80%.
20%. Sorry, 80. They contract when I get 18%.
Because of Apple.
At least you come 18%.
Why? First, bao sign again. Sharp. Wo watch music wo beyond platforms.
Kizaga
yabona. And ba tshwanetse ba keep kwa.
They must maintain
the standard.
The standard
musical la ba tshwanetse ba keep.
If musical it's out there, they must keep it out there.
On top of that, ba tshwanetse ba register. Ke moshomo wa bona ba tshwanetse bo hire media wa shootela music video, media wa shootela di picture tsa botsana ke zaga ya bona,
stylist, makeup artist,
ke zaga ya bona,
it's food, it's drinks, it's
ke zaga ya bona.
If you are a smoker go yenele ranta ya contract
a re swipe ka di royalty, a re swipe ka di royalty. And odima the royalty, I'll carry 100%. And I'll carry more than
50%.
I already say to loser.
I wanna say
the record label is to loser to make money. You must lose to make money.
And you appreciate because out of your own pocket, because
the reason why I don't know when you lose is because of they already gave you an upfront. Which means you not money zaga
upfront you are enough. Cause I can also release a music.
Okay.
But upfront to sano sign or can I also I was so about generator.
Upfront iPhone to so when Irish, are you under you as I'm the DJ, the producer, like he does his own music. And Kenya are you under any record label? Are you like
I'm not under any record label, but Kiberga lead label. Come ho Kiberga little now one ke publishing deal.
Publishing deal.
Rekira 50-50.
Ooh, that's nice. My cousin can challenge.
I was like, I'm offer your label as their person owner. Okay.
To be honest, I can. Because Nike believer Nike codes, Molren Kitokare, Caravan sign up, won't gatekeeper.
They're gonna keep you because Bellabo someday I'll
and Lona Bobo defense music so their music so when outside the
also not lose a defense would say and I also enjoy whatever you are working under pressure.
Koro outside the when the bona Koro you channel level higher read Untrongo long diela
let's DJ Renyaka Makazuali, Renyaka ini. I'll let it
You know what's funny about the record label? Every single music that you make, I see how, even though when I have the intellectual property of that mara, we own not even 1 cent of it.
It's fucked up.
And also, Salika JCRA, Do you no?
Okay.
Jizzy K.
Yeah.
Do you work with him? What's going on?
Ke a mo tseba, ke no ba ke mo tseba. O a ke re o se tja shootile music video me. O shootile ola matho Find My Way. Le o shootile le wa Khutšo wa lebele.
Between you and Khutšo, ke na thusa mang to umusine like a radi sound or like le tsamkutu.
I think it would be Khutšo because nazanga nthusa.
Okay. But I know he's a guy.
Hey, and like a producer there.
He's a photographer. He did
And
my
a videographer.
pregnancy shoot. Yeah, he's good.
Hey, let me talk Quincy Jones.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to one of the greatest producers of all time.
Yo.
Now I'm going to say this again. I don't think we would have known Michael Jackson if it wasn't for this
Quincy
guy.
Jones.
Yeah. Michael Jackson's debut album, Him. Sophomore album, Him. Third album, Him. I don't know if he could delete 3 albums or 4 albums.
That's already enough.
And these are one of the greatest albums. When a Thriller is the best-selling album of all time worldwide.
Even now.
Exactly. And it is considered one of the best albums
Ever.
Very well. And this guy did damn. I wonder how much he was eating from Thriller.
Nice Thriller fella.
Very true.
Kile ka bana interview mo ya kantori ya nobody
The
Plex.
Damn.
Fela.
Damn. Shit.
Kore ka mo go ibene o be o re dimana ka mogana no le e ba dutse. Isa ka ibe no tsena from.
Ebe no tsena e bile lo re thaka e ba sa tseba lo re.
Was you Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Yeah, Will Smith man. It's in the recent one. He produced it.
Hey, una le nngwe gane.
The recent one ke remake.
Minister ke man.
I just recommend.
Ya botsikile.
So he's the producer of it. He started Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And when I know so he level on stream platforms, which means that he's making money from it too.
Yebo.
Modelo to lele ke zana.
There's
no way, bruh.
I wish to hear stories the artists that he's worked with.
I think they are. We've lost a gem.
Do you care about American politics?
Now I would say I don't care, but at this point they are affected.
Who would you guys want to win? You don't care.
I don't care. Whoever wins, it's fine.
Now I would say Donald Trump. Reason being, Kamala Harris is the vice president of America right now. Mara, him and who's this guy? Biden, they're doing nothing. So how can you promise people that something that you're going to do, Mara?
No,
that's something you're not doing it.
Currently
are we doing too?
Just because they are running for a different position. They think people would shift their focus on whatever. Just because people hate Trump, when they hold the most advantage.
When I receive.
And
political landscape I would say it's Trump would win. Is their last option.
But he would be suitable right. Situation
right.
I'm talk at this point like the Americans.
When they are blended, get this thing out, they fucking hate it.
And also, so much trouble.
Situationship
and the thing that the Kamala Harris did again, go make her all the celebrities in America. Go everyone who has attended the PDD party. I endorse it.
Now I was
disappointed as a big fan of Eminem. I was disappointed.
I'm disappointed in everyone.
Beyonce,
Michael,
Asha,
everyone, bro. Okay. Speaking about
yeah.
Speaking about Michael Jackson, a tunnel from Diddy's house leading to Michael Jackson's basement.
Michael Jackson's
A fucking tunnel like
Little Quincy Jones video.
I'm not joking. So Barry, he's linked with a Michael Jackson, Le Alia, I forgot Lord who.
Big White Money, B.I.G. Notorious, or
Yes.
Tupac.
And another one that
Yeah,
I
Tupac Leon. Yeah.
Tupac, le omo wa ke motsebe. Mara the time Baba created this tunnel, Baba mentioned these two that we know, this one that I don't know.
Shit.
Kare tunnel, nago it was still under construction on way sa fail. I'm like, what is this fucking guy doing?
Ke re Dima no tshwana le Dima no la wa rena yola. Yola ba le sex tape tse dintsi.
Oh, the 400.
Who?
Mfetho mongwe mo ke bone sex tape tsa Chibal.
Who balance story?
Wait, it is sex tape or kidi?
Ke di sex tape.
Like an actual sex tape.
Wa mona re the same.
Obaneng ke lor kidi shoot.
No.
I can understand.
They were actual sex tapes, man.
Ongo mona se tla pa ibe ya be.
Emana. Ibile camera ngwe yawa. I drop it. Emana. That guy.
Now it's a question gore. Who di ene ka basadi bana?
Wait.
Why ba consentile to shoot a sex tape
I don't know.
if ba cheater?
Hi, Lena. That's all you said earlier on, Ori. Being horny, you chabisa mona.
Eh, awuna
Straight. Okay, sharp. After on straight, was some rapid. Let's delete. Correct. Or maybe mucho obsessed the low exposure back.
And also, when the list out who are the wives of the people that he was sleeping with.
We won list. Na ke bo.
The people, Emana.
Is this guy?
Wa mona mo se ka motseneleji.
We told me first, so we changor barin, and then we check out the.
I'm depressed.
Eh, vai to buthi. Akibo ni list. Ke no bona di sex tape fela.
Just screenshot.
This guy is dangerous.
Eh, Castire. Akibo ni list. Ke bona di sex tape fela.
What I saw again.
Okay, Mara, let's read this.
Read the story so and then I'll.
Api che nobody story ja ba shuti.
Oh, everyone check her.
This is where is he from? What's
Check out this one. Yeah, but not that one.
Equatorial Guinea implements office surveillance cameras in all government offices amidst sex tapes scandal controversy. In response to a disturbing scandal involving a government official recording over 400 sex tapes with wives of ministers and other dignitaries in Equatoria. Basadi ba di like I'm sure like ka boardroom by no, right?
Onong khantong.
Mara, check out this estimate.
So the man again, I got to talk about the wife of the minister. He also went far as sleeping with the wife of his brother. Again, sleeping with the wife of his bodyguard.
Yeah.
This guy, man, is the cousin.
General Ramola.
Ben.
Eh, to di bone re fetsa shusha.
No, I'm just. What's like? Bana ba ke bai?
Eh, ya
Papa
ke
ka
bona.
246.
And I'm respecting.
Ke sa botsa o sa re ground hog go.
Oh no.
O ta di bone after.
Because one in the F.
O to bon. Eh, jam na ke bona ka ra bona. Castire o tise compelling argument ya hore e ka no ba dead in the workplace a bona. O ka no ba bile le ntwa masomo ya hore mosadi wa masomo o ile da a besha. Are enjoy
Or maybe this guy ne o targeta basadi ba di minister.
aba explain.
Ke shware ke akro tsar ma di minister like ke ba shwa ba and maybe ba kana ba lwala ke di sugar ke di eng ke di. They don't have time.
I just sex tape again. What's that word? Or something, and I want you to do something, or else I'm going to expose you. Can you repeat that word?
Bribe.
Not that one.
Blackmail.
Blackmail. And then a blackmail.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe something. Your husband loses the position, or you guys are gonna lose everything. Rasmesha or
Mara, what's concerning Gore on some other sex tapes? Take the other women, they are very into it.
They are consenting, like actually consenting.
They are very into it.
It's tricky because
when you're like
okay, sharp. So Motadi killing Kena.
I don't know.
I'm Motadi failure demand. I'm Motadi
But what time are we on?
Are fetting guys. La familia.
And you know what's said about the internet?
Nature, my father smashed it's whatever wrong. Like someone he hurt my mom. But wrong.
Mara Black, would you sleep with 400 men without condom? 400? That guy's crazy to sleep.
And Okram said, I clueless.
Very true.
I get divorce.
I will be said before divorce. I can see.
400 divorce. So 400
before divorce. So I can see when I have to check it.
Hey guys, RND, not in Rtoya Pakayon offline. Rtoya Pakayon offline.
You can edit out. Only another Dr. Matthew. Do you know, guys, Dr. Matthew quickly?
Oh, Dr. Matthew.
The fake doctor.
It looks like a speed.
The fake doctor. So this guy now, he's living in squatter camps. You will receive a 350 from making 50K a month for being a fake doctor, acting like
fake doctor.
Like, come hano, whoever describes leading to the patients, and even on TikTok, I know the products. And also, like he would act like he's on the phone with the other doctor. And what it's even like, would say scientific names of the prescriptions. He would diagnose people. So
that nigga's crazy.
That nigga's fucked up. And in Borakur, he believes that. Mareba feta bari disabled, but special needs.
It's delusional.
Kimano paso.
But how Huchin ba roads, Bangova roads and Lerina qua disabled. A special.
Well, we are out. The Madhouse Compilation podcast. We're going to wrap up a block of film. I guess we'll see next week.
There's a lot of things.
Bye, guys.
Emmanuel, wait, before you stop. Madhouse Compilation podcast. On the far right is BlaQ. The Irish Khutšo Matlamela.
Yeah,
who was about to stop recording it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Subscribe,
like,
share, and comment.
You know
we appreciate you guys.
Hey, Imo.
Go class.